The expansive, and it's over 562 miles of border, and the porous nature, there's 42 ports of entry with varied levels of operation, coupled with the limited resources and responsibility for protecting those huge geographic areas with limited staffing, is a recipe for a need to develop creative solutions in border security. The cornerstone for success of Northern Border Security efforts relies on true collaboration between and among agencies.
On any given week, deputies from our agency assist federal authorities in apprehending port runners, border jumpers, and locating undocumented foreign nationals. We have participated in Border Patrol's Operation Stone Garden, where local law enforcement is used as a force multiplier for federal authorities along the border. Because of difficulties in filling federal positions in this rural and isolated area, our agency finds itself in direct competition with the federal government when time comes to recruit qualified staff from the local job pool. Recently, at a combined charity fundraiser with the federal officers, I found myself in a unique position of handing out T-shirts with large advertisements on the back that were recruiting for Border Patrol officers in our area. This, while my own agency is operating at 75% of my patrol capacity.
I want to say I think we asked for 30 Northern Border interns for this year to try and fill the gap, and then plus attrition is always an issue.
How do you recruit?
They've been recruiting like crazy on the paper, on the radio. They've been going out and doing recruitment fairs. They've been recruiting like crazy all over the state.
This is a hard to fill state. This is considered a hard to fill station.
And the reason it's hard to fill is
because Walmart's like 2 hours away.
That's
the Walmart factor.
The closest Walmart is in Canada.
We all love this neck of the woods, but there's some people who don't want to live here, and we don't mind that either. But we do need some folks to take care of the border. And when it comes to a staffing situation, you guys are in a hell of a lot bigger bind than Border Patrol. I'll just tell you, that's my perspective. You go up to this station's fine, but you go up to Scobie Station, they're hurting. You go up to where you're at, they're hurting. Or get Raymond, they're hurting. And then it's the same thing with the buildings. I mean, my God, I mean, there's a huge difference here, and I think that there needs to be some focus put on your guys' infrastructure.
CBP has long recognized the need to improve our facilities and our infrastructure to more efficiently and effectively meet our mission's requirements.
So the problem is that we have all these other ports throughout the country, and many of them on the northern border, that are really old. I mean, I've seen, J.A. Hearns, has given me pictures of the stuff. I've looked at the thing. So we're really going to try and make a big push with the fiscal year 10 to really go forth on infrastructure, because this stuff's in shambles.
And I think, like this port here up in Scobie, they're talking about the problems with it. It's got all sorts of problems. It was a temporary port 30 years ago, and it's outlived its usefulness. You heard him talking about in there how they're putting a lot of their focus on some of the higher, more population ports. I can still bring this back to him. It's a port that isn't going to cost a lot to rebuild, and hopefully we can keep it on his radar screen and make it happen. The other issues about funding and manpower, I think we're getting them addressed. The issue about radar in this northern border, I mean, by his own admission, he sees the landscape. It's for the most part flatter than a pancake here, and there's no reason radar shouldn't be working. And I think for the dollar spent, I think that's a no-brainer. We just need to make sure we get it up and get it going and make it happen. And I think there's a lot of things we can do from a technological standpoint that makes sense for the taxpayers in this country and makes sense for security, and we need to do them. And then who knows? The manpower issue may be able to get less as technology moves up. And so it's something you have to continue. I think we have to continue to analyze as we move forward in this new era that we're in since 9/11.